Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. So Skip Clueless, aka Count Cracula, took the time out to address the situation via social media with Shannon Sharpe and what happened this past Monday, almost a week ago. And basically, he gave us a whole lot of nothing. Instead of him being a man and accepting accountability and for saying that he was wrong and apologizing to Shannon Sharpe, he basically came up with this whole monologue about, their brothers. Sometimes brothers fight, and this whole thing about why he defends Tom Brady because he white, and just really a whole bunch of nothing. But he did say something that a lot of us caught. He said out of everybody that he's faced, Shannon Sharpe is his most worthy opponent. So at the same time, where he called himself addressing the Shannon Sharpe situation, he takes a dig at Stephen A. Smith. But this is what I mean about guys like Skip Bayless. And this just need to be said. Skip Bayless ain't nothing without black people. Black people made Skip Bayless. And like I said, Skip Bayless can dish it out, but he can't take it. Because as soon as Jalen Rose went in on him, he went to management. And that's just real talk. I mean, at the end of the day, Skip Bayless is a fake tough guy. He ain't who he tries to pretend. Because I promise you, Skip Bayless, if you seen him in person, I'm talking about with the cameras off, he'd change his whole demeanor. Because like I said before, if you look at Skip Bayless' history, Skip Bayless loves to develop these names for the brothers, though. But he don't develop a nickname for the white boys. Not usually. But he loves to call black people these disrespectful names. And at the same time, when you call him out on this, I've been saying this about Skip Bayless. No matter how much he tries to pretend, Skip Bayless has always been a racist to me. And like he says, I'd come on that show and I'd tell him right to his face that he's a racist and a white supremacist. And like I said before, as a content creator, that's just how I feel. And I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this for people that want to come on here and say, well, they don't think Skip Bayless is a racist because, they might be white or non-black. Well, at the end of the day, it's not for you to decide. That's for me to decide. That's my opinion. You can't change it. And at the end of the day, I'm not about to argue with you about it. And you're not going to tell me that I don't have the right to think the way I think. Because I've said this on several occasions, my target audience looks like me. Now, if you happen not to look like me and stumble across this, then fine. But I'm not going to change my message because I like having these conversations and I like pointing out the obvious. If you're an outsider, of course, you're not going to see this from the perspective I see it from. But I've been watching Skip Bayless for years. When somebody has a certain trait and a pattern they've shown and they do it on a consistent basis, you have the right to come to that analysis of that person. And that's my right. Okay? If I'm a black man that think this particular white person is a racist, that's my right. I don't care what another white dude thinks. And I'm not going to argue with somebody that looked like Skip about whether he's a racist or he isn't a racist. So he isn't a racist because a white guy said it or a white woman says it or a non-black says it. For real, fuck y'all. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But I just can do like I said, I could do a whole video library of some of the stuff that Skip Bayless has said. And he's crossed the line on many, many different occasions. But yeah, his so-called other brother, he dissed him. He's saying Stephen A. Smith compared to Shannon Sharpe ain't even close. Saying that Shannon Sharpe is far a better, you know what I'm saying, nemesis, or you know what I'm saying, opposition as far as the debates go. Which, by the way, Skip Bayless used to get tore up on a regular basis by people who sometimes wasn't even regulars on the show. He's not that good. But like I said, the way he talks, you would think this is a dude that was like a 3-time NFL league MVP, multiple World Series winner in baseball. Like I said, a multi-division champion in boxing. So at the same time, it's only so much respect, and you know what I'm saying, it's only so much respect and, you know, so-called knowledge you think you could gain from Skip Bayless, which you can't. He can't teach you because he's never done it. He gives his opinion, but at the same time, how much knowledge does he really have? How much experience does he really have? Yeah, he's just a writer. He writes. He's a columnist and an analyst. There's only so much you can do. Skip Bayless don't even have any coaching experience. Okay, so just saying. But yeah, he took a swipe at Stephen A. Smith, and I wonder Stephen A. Smith gonna respond. But then again, you know, Stephen A. Smith, he only like trying to talk all hard when it comes to the brothers. You know, that's when he get all tough and start, you know what I'm saying? But we know in real life, if you really pull up on Stephen A. Smith, he ain't gonna have that kind of dialogue. He ain't gonna be talking all tough and stuff, you know, because like I said, he took off running when I caught him by himself in Los Angeles. But, you know, nevertheless, I just wanted to say that. It's your boy Town Biz, I'm out.